Ashe. Hey, I am Goddess Cree, and I am back with another divine message for Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. So let's get in it. Today is angel number 18. This is a sacred number. This is the number that means chai, life in Hebrew. Okay, so this number is representing personal power, good fortune, and life. It says, believe in your own choices. Let go of fear. Your good thoughts help bring good things to you. Welcome new changes for growth and prosperity. You will find fulfilling connections that can elevate your purpose in life. And it says, this also stands for spiritual completion. 18 breaks down to a 9, and 9 is a completion of a cycle and you moving forward to a new. Okay, so angel number 18, this is your personal power. This is believing in yourself. Okay, so we're going to get some keywords. We're going to see what the message is for the collective. What does the collective need to know? Let's see. Alchemy. Okay, so someone may be alchemizing some negative energy, turn it into good. We got loss. Okay, let's see. What else? Forgiveness. Okay. Let's get one more for the collective. Spirit. Okay. All right. So I heard cut your losses here. I heard cut your losses. So someone is alchemizing some energy. Confirmation. Spirit says, cut your losses. That means let it go. We also have forgiveness here as well. And then we also have spirit. And we have the number 1 for spirit. Okay. Not very good with Roman numerals, but I do see loss has a 5. I know the V is a 5, which stands for rapid fast movement. So what I get from that is Spirit is saying cut your losses quick. Don't hesitate. That's what I'm getting from that. So we have somebody alchemizing energy here. They're cleansing their spirit. I just heard go ahead, cleanse. Okay, so there's something you may have lost. Spirit is saying forgive, and remember, forgiveness is for us, not anyone else. Okay, alchemize the negative energy that you have went through, turn it into something positive. Take that energy that you're feeling and do something positive with it. Okay, turn it into something positive. But Spirit is saying, cut your losses and move fast here. Okay? 5 may be significant. They're saying, cut your losses and move fast. You have no time to waste. Let go, forgive, and make sure your spirit stays clean. You want your energy to stay clean here. Okay? So remember, angel number 18 is all about a spiritual completion. Okay, so after we're done with something, after we walk away from something, especially if it was taxing on our energy, on our aura, it was really negative experience, then the next thing you're supposed to do is heal. Alchemize the energy. Heal and alchemize the energy. Okay? Take it and turn it into something positive. Instead of producing more negative energy, produce positive energy out of it. Okay. All right. So we're going to use the Soul Symphony deck to get an additional message here. What else we need to know? What else does the collective need to know? It's obvious that something has happened. The collective is walking away. They need to forgive in order to cleanse their own energy here. You said to cut your losses and do it fast. Okay, let's see. What else does the collective need to know? Okay, we have emotion. So okay. So someone is the emotions are hitting them like waves. They're in and out. They're crashing. Okay. It's funny that it falls up under alchemy. Lost for the collective. Okay. Heartstrings. So someone played mind games. They were taking advantage, playing with your feelings here. Okay. All right. Forgiveness for the collective. Signs and synchronicities. Spiritual contract. Dreams. Telepathic songs. Okay. And spirit for the collective. Spirit. Okay. Triggers. Let's get one more for triggers. That didn't flip all the way. Oh. Family in reverse. Okay. But I'm going to take it in the upright. Okay, so it looks like someone has played games with the collective, which has you emotional. You are being reminded of this person. And it triggers your spirit. But we do have, the family came out in reverse here. And spirit is saying take that in the reverse, not in the upright. Because this is not building a foundation with someone. So this family card talks about building a foundation with someone. Okay? Came out in the reverse. So, little gnat. Okay. So, whatever happened, this is triggering you. But if you alchemize your energy and let it go and forgive, okay? Alchemize your energy, let it go and forgive. This will be a little bit easier to deal with. And I know that's hard. That is hard to hear. Yeah. But Spirit said throw the trash out. I don't know what made me pull that card. Spirit says throw the trash out. Spirit says get rid of it. Okay, so remember the loss, the 5. Okay, Spirit says cut your losses. Remember I said that in the very beginning. Spirit says cut your losses, and this is with the trash card here. Cut your losses. When you walk away from someone that you really care about and you love, yes, it's going to be emotional, especially if they play mind games on you and strung you along and pulled you along, never really honest about how they really felt about you. Yes, you're going to see reminders of them, signs. This could have been a spiritual contract that this person broke with you, okay? Spirit says cut your losses, okay? Alchemize the energy. Alchemize those emotions. Cut your losses. And with the number 5 here, this is rapid, fast change. They want you to do it. Go ahead and do it, okay? Forgive. Let it go. Forgive. And yes, this could be triggering to your spirit. This could be triggering down to your soul. But the family card came in reverse. You can't build with this person. Trust them. There is a reason why you cannot build with this person. Trust in what divine is showing you, okay? Next card says trash. It says throw it out. It says let it go. Throwing out the memories, okay? Let it go. Spirit says throw out the memories and let it go. We're going to clarify with tarot here. Let's get a little bit more info for the collective, okay? Oh, pre-shuffle card. We have the star under the bottom. So it looks like you are definitely healing. You're trying to heal yourself. Okay? You're trying to heal yourself here. And this could be past energy. This could be past energy. But for those of us that are going through it now, for those of you that are going through it now, that are struggling with dealing with someone that played mind games, you're emotional, it seems like you see this person everywhere, and it triggers you, it triggers your soul. But Spirit says this is someone you cannot build with. There is a reason. We got the family card in reverse. This is someone you will not be able to build with. Okay? And so when it comes to stagnant relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic, if you cannot grow, if you cannot build with this person, if the other person has too many baggage, too much baggage, too much drama, too many things pulling on them, as my mom would say, you got too many irons in the fire, okay? You will not be able to move forward. You can't carry all that stuff with you. You can't. You just cannot, okay? So there is a reason why Spirit says alchemize the emotions. They said cut your losses. They say forgive. Let it go. This may have been a spiritual contract, because we do have signs here and spiritual contract here. But whatever's going on with this situation is triggering you. It's like, down to your bones triggering you. But we got family in reverse. Okay? And that means that this is not a person you need to deal with. And Spirit says throw the trash out. Okay? Let's see. We have alchemy emotions for the collective. What does the collective need to know? Okay, Knight of Cups. Okay. So this is the energy of someone that is a gentleman, romantic. This is someone that will take action. This is someone with compassionate emotions. Is this someone that's coming in for the collective after they let go? Okay. We got the Page of Cups. Okay. So the Page of Cups is the dreamer energy. The Page of Cups is your inner voice energy here. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a full spread. This is emotion. Both of these cards are emotion. One is Cancer, one is Scorpio. But both of these cards are emotion. Can we clarify Page of Cups? Okay, Five of Wands. So it looks like there may be someone coming in your energy here. Someone in the Knight of Cups energy. But Spirit doesn't want you to be too much in your emotion about this past stuff. Okay? And we have the Five of Wands, which talks about a conflict. And so remember in the beginning of the read with the lost and the 5, Spirit is saying, cut your losses and do it fast. Do not dwell on what happened. Okay? They want you to alchemize your emotions. Don't dwell on what happened. So we have lost in heartstrings and mind games. Yes, it's emotional. So I'm taking this as past energy. This is something past that has happened. Okay? And you may have some residual issues because of what happened. If all the trash is not taken out, you need to go look for it. Okay? Because you have a Knight of Cups in your energy here. And the only thing that is going to hold you back is you. That's what I'm getting from the Page of Cups and the Five of Wands energy. So remember, Spirit says cut your losses and do it fast with the 5 on top of loss here. Okay? Forgiveness. Okay? Spiritual contract. Forgiveness. There's about to be either a conversation coming in or a big change here. Spirit says big change in a conversation. We got the Knight of Swords here. Okay? Big change in conversation. So they're asking you to be honest. Try not to be too impulsive with whatever this is, whatever you're talking about, whatever this conversation is going to be about. Let's see. Spirit and trigger. What else? I'm hearing something else. I'm picking up on something else here. I want to see if it's going to come out in the cards. I'm picking up on something else. Let's see. So we have Spirit, triggers, family in reverse, and trash. Sun. Something is about to be revealed here. We got the Sun here, and Sun is being optimistic. Sun is enthusiasm. It is clarity. It is happiness and joy. So something is about to be revealed to you here. But Spirit wants you to cut your losses of the past. Continue to alchemize this energy. Those emotions, from the mind games, from being taken advantage of. Whoever played with your feelings and strung you along. Okay? I'm also taking this signs and a spiritual contract and telepathic and dreams of them. This could be of someone new. So this is what I was picking up on. I just got a notification. Okay. This could be someone new. But Spirit wants you to focus on forgiving the past here. They want you to pay attention to your signs, because this card does say signs on it, as well as spiritual contract. They want you to pay attention to something, but you do need to focus on clearing your spirit, clearing your energy, especially when you feel triggered, when you may dream about whoever this person is from the past, but this is someone you can't build with. Okay, so you have to remember that you can't build with them. Okay, they have too much baggage. They got too much going on. Okay, and the reason why they played with you, your feelings, is because they wanted options, and that's normally what people do. They either want to be they want to have options, want to be options. Oh wow, that could be the case as well. But they want options. They don't want anything serious. They want to play in the streets. Let them go play in the streets. Okay. So what I'm getting from this spread is that you have a Knight of Cups coming in. And the first 4 cards to come out is alchemy, loss, forgiveness, and spirit. Focus on keeping your spirit elevated. Focus on keeping your spirit clean. The spirit says, throw that trash out, baby. Okay? Something is about to be revealed with the sun energy here. There is a conversation that is about to come in. It's going to usher in a big change. They want you to pay attention to the signs. But don't be caught up in your own emotion to where you don't see this Knight of Cups. Because you know, we can get caught up in our emotions. I'll never do this and I'll never do that. This person hurt me so bad that I'll never do this and I'll never do that, you know. You can miss the love of your life with that type of behavior. That's why Spirit says alchemize, cut your losses, and forgive. Okay? Alchemize, cut your losses, and forgive. Main thing that's important, Spirit says, chunk that trash to the left. Okay? And when I said that, I heard to the left, everything in the box that you own to the left, and you know who sings that. Okay, so that is what Spirit is saying here. You're gonna have to move on. Moving on, they have something better. So yesterday, the read I did yesterday was adios, ciao. Okay, they have Spirit has something better. Okay, so you may need to speak a little French to this person and say ciao bella, ciao little fella, or whatever. Okay, all right, so let's see. Anything else the collective needs to know? Okay, what else does the collective need to know about this message? Okay. And I know that being triggered is, you know, very, very hard. Spirit says, get some rest, take a nap. Okay. You know, take a nap is all about self-care energy. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Okay, that helps with alchemizing the negative energy into positive energy. It helps to alchemize what you've been through, how to process it. I saw imagine, which is confirmation of your personal power. Spirit says build that strong foundation. Okay, so if you feel like you've been torn down because of the mind games, Spirit says focus on you. Focus on self-love. Focus on building back your foundation. Okay? And I'm hearing never let another person have that much power over you to where that they break you down in that type of way. Okay? We have by the book, which is the number 11. Okay? So, when something is divinely orchestrated, when you're moving with divine timing, when you're doing things by the book, Spirit will step in. Okay, so remember that rejection is protection. Sometimes Spirit will see things that you cannot see. And what I do see on this board, I see family in reverse. Whoever this person was, this was someone you weren't going to build a thing with. Okay? They said keep going with the flow. They said they want you to let Spirit guide you. So I could be talking to a water sign. There's a lot of water here. Or you could have dealt with the water sign. So they're saying keep flowing. Keep flowing. Keep flowing with the energy of Spirit here. Yeah. Chaos and conflict in reverse. And this is what alchemy does for you. Alchemy takes the chaos and it shows up in reverse. It gets rid of the chaos and turns it into something positive. That is what alchemy does. You saw that card flip in reverse. Okay. Anything else the collective needs to know? Okay. Spirit says, you already know the truth. You know the truth. Deep knowing, this is high priestess energy. Okay? Spirit says you know the truth. We have fork in the road, but it's on the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to pull it. It may be someone that is contemplating, but Spirit says you know the truth. You know the answer. You know the answer here. There's no room for contemplation. Okay? No room for contemplation. Remember, family in reverse. You can't build with this person. I don't care who it is. Spirit says there's something you cannot see that they can see. And rejection is your protection. Okay? All right. Let's get an angel message for the collective. Okay, we have 3333. May be significant for someone. This says social skills. It says renewal, positivity, confidence, charisma, growth, influence, and inspiration. It says the challenges you're facing today will eventually fade away. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to stay positive, as your luck may soon take a turn for the better. Now is the time to harness your magnetic energy and inspiring personality. Just be mindful not to let ego take control. I love it. I love it. Do not let ego take control. So there is, we got the Page of Cups here with the Five of Wands, which indicates some type of conflict emotionally. Okay? Could be ego talking. So remember, there is a Knight of Cups here in your energy. Okay? And Spirit is saying, don't let your emotions or what happened to you in the past delay or deter, you moving forward because of what happened to you. Okay? Alchemize the emotions. Okay? Cut your losses. Yeah, they played mind games, but you made the decision to either walk away, or this person walked away. Stand on business. Cut your losses. Okay? Forgive for yourself, regardless of the signs that you're seeing. If this person is trying to reach out to you telepathically, or if you're having dreams, you never know if you had a spiritual contract with that person. If that person broke the contract, then spirit automatically reassigns you to someone else. You have someone else coming in and alchemize the triggers that you're having. This is affecting your spirit. Okay? So, like I said, Spirit says this person is someone you can't build with. Take the trash out. Once you move past the emotional part of it, there's a Knight of Cups coming in. And this is the Sun. Okay? Everything that you went through, you'll know. Okay? There's a reason. And Spirit is going to show you why. Okay? There is a reason for things happening, and Spirit is going to show you why. Okay? So remember that getting rest. We got to take a nap here. You need to get rest to help alchemize the energy. Also, while building your blocks, Spirit says you're doing the right thing. You are following divine guidance. Continue flowing with continue moving with the flow of energy of the Spirit. Okay? Spirit has let you know there will be no more chaos and conflicts. It came out in reverse, and that's what the alchemy does for you. Okay? Alchemizes your energy. It gets you ready for your Knight of Cups that's coming in. And they say you know this. Okay? You have deep knowing. You know this. All right? So, like I said, we have water energy here. We have fire. We have air. So there's a lot of emotion here, and it's because you've been through a lot, and that's why alchemy came out. Spirit wants you to alchemize those emotions. Okay? They also want you to continue moving forward. They want you to continue alchemizing, continue throwing out the trash. Okay? Spirit is about to start communicating some things to you. They're about to start showing you things, so they want you to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Okay? The challenges that you went through and you're facing today will eventually fade away according to 3333. So remember that. Okay? All right, so let's see. The numbers that are significant. Wow, you won't believe this. No, you won't. I don't believe it. So you remember I said Roman numeral V is the 5, right? Fast movement. Okay. So the only number we had to show up in that row right here is 5. 55 is significant. So there is something coming in, and it's coming in quick. Okay? We also have the Knight of Swords energy that indicates big changes. A conversation. Okay? Conversation. So 5-5 may be significant. 5-5 breaks down to a 10, which is an ending and a beginning. We have the Sun energy, which is 19, which breaks down to a 10, which is an ending and a beginning. 10-10 may be significant. We also have 119 may be significant here. Spirit and the Sun. Okay? So there's definitely something that is about to be revealed. Okay? All right, let's see. Who does this resonate with? Okay, we have Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Cancer, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. If this is not one of your signs, this is possibly in your birth chart and one of your placements. So once again, I am Goddess Cree, and this was a divine message. Please click that like, subscribe. Let me know if this resonates with you. I hope you all have an awesome evening. Peace, love, and light to you. Bye.